Throughout the 1990s and into the 2000s, anime was gaining popularity in Japan, and with the introduction of shows like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, the West as well. This led to the creation of a lot of new series, movies, and OVAs. But in this flood of anime, a lot of shows got forgotten about. Anime from this era, whether it was good, bad, or mediocre, still played at least some small part in shaping what we see today. And that's the era I want to focus on. And what better way to start this off than with, well, one of the mediocre. Idol Project is an original video animation that was released from 1995 to 1997 and animated by Studio OX. Everything about it screams mid-90s, from the character designs to the music and animation, even the dub reminds you of exactly when this came out. This ball of cliches starts rolling with the lead character Mimu dreaming of being a star just like the most popular idol in the world, Yuri, who apparently pulled a Bill and Ted to bring about world peace. Mimu's broken out of her daydream and she realizes that she'll be late for the Excellent Idol competition as she clumsily takes off running. The Excellent Idols is a group of 6 idols taking Yuri's place after her retirement. As she makes her way to the competition, Mimu runs into each of the Excellent Idols and is harassed by crows that have stolen Saiyan Scouters or something. Ruka, the child actress that reminds Mimu to smile, Corvette, the idol of Horny, who tells Mimu to keep her rhythm. Seriously, I have no idea what her gimmick is otherwise at this point. Extra, the classical idol, and Layla the rocker, who are having a musical duel, tell Mimu to have dignity and guts. Palpu, the kung fu idol, that reminds her to relax. And Mimu is finally saved and taken to the competition by the ninja idol Shion. And that's really all there is to know about these excellent idols. They spend the rest of the show pretty much acting like their archetype and occasionally saying or yelling their catchphrase. There's really no depth to them whatsoever. The first episode ends with Mimu just about to perform in front of an empty room except for the excellent idols, and Yuri herself, who's watching from another room, when the Saiyan crows suddenly turn into aliens and use tentacles to kidnap Mimu and the other idols. For some reason, though, they leave Yuri, the frickin' world peace idol, behind. As it turns out, the aliens are led by exactly what you would expect a creepy, idol-obsessed alien to look like. The aliens are holding an interstellar idol competition where the winner gets to sing the Song of Rebirth that gives the planet a new sun. The competition has 2 announcers, a high-pitched, high-energy girl, and a volcano alien that yells at the end of every sentence. While not too annoying in Japanese, it's pretty annoying in the English dub. The competitions involve a water ski race, a quiz, and a jet ski battle where they try to grab hats off the other idols. It's really just an excuse for fan service and has only some mildly entertaining slapstick, and otherwise it's pretty forgettable. The episode ends with the old sun burning out and an alien whale crashing the jet ski battle. The only way for it to end is for someone to sing the Song of Rebirth, and wouldn't you know it, Mimu happens to still have Yuri's golden microphone, and is the only one who can save the day. Somehow a camera malfunction and a hologram of Yuri leads the aliens to believe that Yuri herself came back to save them. The aliens, despite being capable of interstellar travel, are too stupid to figure out they left Yuri behind and she had no way of getting there herself. In the third episode, a few weeks have passed and the excellent idols have all found jobs working on planet Wallyhood. I guess the aliens couldn't be bothered to take them home because they're dicks. Mimu is an Uber Eats driver and gets caught up in Palpu's mecha battle, eventually landing in the bare chest of Corvette, who's filming a commercial. And that leads to my favorite gag of the show.
Ruby's fortune telling really did come true. What kind of a fortune is that supposed to be?
That pause is just perfect. It's an old gag, but it still works. Another pretty entertaining part is when Mimu gets dressed up as a famous police officer because reasons, and has to negotiate with a giant alien that only communicates through tooting horns. The episode culminates in a space mecha battle that Mimu wins when Palpu enters not the Konami code into a charm she had previously placed on Mimu's chest. Of course, it turns out the enemy mecha was piloted by the creepy idol-loving alien who declares that Mimu passed the test. Dicks. At the end, they're all sucked into a black hole alternate dimension thing. This episode seemed to have more fan service, but it also had a lot better jokes and slapstick. Even though it feels like filler, I think it was the best episode yet. After going through the wormhole thing, it appears the girls are back in Starland, but it's an alternate dimension where everybody looks like Yuri. This idol dimension is where Yuri actually comes from, apparently. After becoming the perfect idol, the whole dimension had the desire to look and be like Yuri, and started to take on her form. The excellent idols put on a play, while all the people sucked in the idol dimension slowly start to look like Yuri. The tropical planet runs into them, causing a flood, a fire dimension starts invading, and the idols continue acting and singing and having a robot battle while everything burns around them. Mimu is the only one not turning into Yuri, so she does the only logical thing to do during Armageddon, and starts performing a concert from the deck of a ship. After a death fake-out, Mimu's song separates the dimensions and saves the day. Her singing and desire to remain herself touched everyone's hearts, and the show ends with all the excellent idols repeating what they're the idols of. When Mimu is questioned, she declares to be the idol of dreams. It's pretty obvious that Idol Project wasn't necessarily trying to be good. It was trying to entertain through being silly and over the top, which can work. Unfortunately, in this case, a lot of the jokes and silliness just missed the mark. It's not to say it was bad. There were a couple of cute, funny, or entertaining moments, just not enough of them. And maybe if the characters were more interesting, it would have been more memorable. So why would I call Idol Project mediocre and not bad? Well, I bought the first disc in the early 2000s, about when it came out. Watched it, and then kind of forgot about it. About 10 years later, I thought, man, maybe I ought to finish it. So I got a good deal on the complete collection. Watched it, and then completely forgot about it. Fast forward another decade, and I thought, man, I should finish watching that. Yeah, I accidentally bought it twice. So it's not good enough to remember, and it's really not even bad enough to remember. And that's really where it fails. It wasn't good enough or bad enough to stick around in anyone's mind. To the 6 of you that stuck around to the end, thanks for watching. Is there an anime you want me to talk about? Maybe something from the past that you remember that was good and has just been forgotten? Or maybe it's something bad and you want to watch me suffer? Or it's possibly something like Idol Project and you just want to confirm it existed in the first place. Leave a comment below, and thanks for watching.